What is up, greenisnotnick Nation, and welcome back to another video. My nose isn't nearly as stuffy as it was 2 days ago when I shot the best video games and movies of the year and worst movies of the year video. What a weird amalgamation of stuff, but you should check it out because it's fun. But now I don't sound stuffy. I can actually think straight. There is a box behind me. I'm just gonna leave it there because I don't want to move it. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 Nick is Not Green and, Nick is Not Green universe videos of the year in rank of how many views they got. I will not actually take the time to go through all my videos and talk about my favorite ones because my head is so clouded by the numbers and views and everything that I don't think I could really form an opinion on my own content. Plus, I don't want to rank collabs with my friends. So I want to go through the best performing videos since you guys have probably seen them, and I want to talk about what I think about them and what has happened since then and all that fun stuff. Number 10 is a video that I didn't want to talk about because I wanted to stop talking about this person, but I think it's pretty funny because there are great updates to it. That video is going to be Snowy Joe's friend made a hate video about me with 599,000 views. This video was put out 2 months ago, and it was me reacting to Snowy Joe's friend reacting to my video about Snowy Joe. And originally this was a video I wasn't going to put out because I didn't want to talk about someone who really didn't have as much of a platform and I didn't want to be punching down. But the video and the reaction were so bad that I was like, yeah, I gotta edit this together and put it up because I could not believe how bad this reaction to a video I made was. And there were so many bad points in it that I could not fathom why someone would willingly put this up on their channel. The channel is called Manter, and his video ended up getting 37,000 views, mostly because I made the video about his video, and that video ended up getting 8.2 thousand dislikes and 2.5 thousand likes, and the comments seemed to just be people who thought he was an idiot. And then Manter did not post for 2 months because his videos were not doing well, and he decided to come back after 2 months with a video called My Response to Lollipop. It seems to be what his nickname is for me, and it has 10,000 views. You can obviously see that the trend is going down. He's not looking great. And then I think I may have responded and quote tweeted something about it once on Twitter, but he's kind of irrelevant now because the dude gets 17 subscribers a day, even though he has 93,000 subscribers. Unfortunately, it looks like this isn't really a job for him anymore. And I don't really want to start something with someone who is just so down bad in his career. I think he thought it was a dub that I blocked him because he just every tweet on his timeline was about me and I just kept getting tagged and stuff, so I didn't really want to see him anymore. But yeah, I feel like I'm watching the mental degradation of someone online and I don't really want to be a part of that. So that video aged pretty poorly in terms of this guy. I think I might have ruined his life because he sort of dedicated his career to me at this point for talking about his friend, but it did make for a good number 10 spot. Number 9, I triggered Nick Foster live interview. I think this was the third video I ever posted on my second channel 9 months ago when I had, I think, 1,000 subscribers, maybe 3,000. And originally I wasn't going to post the video because I didn't really know how I felt about it. And I ended up posting it and it got pretty big on TikTok, and then it ended up getting kind of a good amount of views on YouTube, and then the whole thing just blew up over time. I made a whole video about the whole Nick Foster video experience on my second channel, which is this channel, so I can put the link below or you can watch it or whatever. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it because I already have talked about what's happened since then. He doesn't really do anything anymore. I don't even know if he's on the radar anymore. The video had about 10,000 views in the first 12 days, according to my analytics. And then all of the sudden it just started going crazy. And it honestly had another resurgence around October where it jumped from 300,000 views and now it's all the way up to 600,000. Anyways, I had to take a break. I'm back now. So hopefully I didn't miss anything. On to number 8. I watched Shane Dawson's new video, so you don't have to. Man, these first 3 are all from the second channel. I put out this video 2 months ago when Shane Dawson decided to return to YouTube and come back with 3 new videos. I watched all 3 of them and put them all on the channel back to back to back as they came out. And it was really bad. It was hard to get through. The first one was the easiest one to get through because you didn't really know what was going to happen. And then the other 2 were just the same thing, but longer and slower and more boring. And I fell asleep during one of them. It was a whole experience. I do not recommend it, but I do recommend checking out my videos about them. Shane Dawson should probably stay off YouTube. And, you know, after watching these new videos, I kind of have to double down on that sentiment. It was not a good time. Let's move on to number 7, a video that just came out 1 month ago, and it is called How to Be a Water Influencer with Danny Gonzalez. I'm sure it'll be higher in this list over time, but since it's a recent video, it has come to number 7 on this list. I had a friend text me with the link to some of Martin's TikToks one day and said, you should make a video about this guy. And usually when people send me that, I should go, okay, cool, yeah. And then I never make a video about it because people don't know what they're talking about. But I saw something special in Martin, and I kept watching his videos, and I was like, there's something special here. I gotta call up the one person who I can actually do this water taste test with in person, and that had to be Danny. Danny was my first big collab, and I had not had him back on the channel until this video, and I decided it would be the perfect one, and I think it made for an awesome video. Martin was a great guy. We're trying to plan out a meetup in LA next time I go so we can do some, you know, water taste tests in person, you know, answer some questions from the fans. I think Martin's doing great things for talking about water preservation in the world and how we can do a better job at saving water and making it a better place for everyone. Obviously, that starts with the corporations, and you know, there's nothing we can do about it until we change what they're doing. That's a whole nother discussion though. And I wish Martin the best in everything he's doing. I think he's doing such a good job, and his style is so good. He's got such great style. I love his glasses and his outfits. And Danny also was fine, whatever. It did take a really long time to shoot. We were probably shooting for like 2 or 3 hours, and I felt really bad because it was a very last minute thing, and I had to line up the interviews. So Danny didn't know we were interviewing Martin, and Danny didn't know I had the water, and so I had to lead up the reaction up until the interview and then pull him up. And then the interview wasn't working, and so we were on Zoom, and he like couldn't hear what we were saying, and so we had to move to a Google Hangout, and the quality on that was awful. It was kind of a mess, but it made for a great video, and I'm really excited to do more videos like this in the future, similar to the puppet one. I think in 2022, my main channel goal is to make videos that are very fulfilling to me, and I can talk to people who know things that I don't and teach me about different worlds out there, because there's so many crazy things going on in the world. There's so many things I can learn about, and I'm excited to jump into that and try to make some content that really makes me happy and that I'm excited to show you guys. Number 6 is going to be Scotty Sire Makes Bad Music with Mr. Beard. I met Ryan when he jumped into my Twitch stream one day and said something about how we both had beef with Nick Foster, and I looked him up on TikTok and was like, whoa, I know you. And at the time, I think he had a good amount of subscribers, but he wasn't really doing YouTube at all. He just made one commentary video, and he was trying to jump into it, but he did such a great job on that first video. It was the Sienna May video that I was like, I need to make a video with this guy. He's making better commentary videos than most commentary YouTubers out there, and I don't know why he's not doing this full time. And so we made the Scotty Sire video. I thought it was really fun. Scotty Sire had something to say about it, which I made a second channel video about, which you can check out, the whole Scotty Sire universe with myself. And I also went into his Twitch stream once to torment him, which I feel kind of bad about, but he's not really a good person, so I think it's fine. And overall, Scotty Sire is a fun guy to clown on. I thought it was a fun video, and I love working with Ryan. I think he's such a great creator, and I'm excited to see what we have down the line in the future, because we're planning some pretty big stuff, if you know what I'm saying. So stay tuned. 2022 is going to be a big year with Ryan and myself. Number 5, Big Nick's Christian podcast is an abomination. This is also a main channel video where I decided to go for more of a scripted type of video for this one and tried to make something that really felt cohesive and put together. And I feel like I did a really good job with it, you know? I think I was a lot better spoken. I think I had some good points, and it made for a whole lot of fun stuff to happen down the line, which we will talk about in a second. There is more to this story. Just wait, it'll come later in this list. Let's move on though. For now. Next up, another main channel video, number 4, is going to have to be $500 dating advice with Kurtis Connor. I first met Kurtis on the side of the road in 2012. He really had nowhere to stay, and I had to let him into my house, and he was just down bad on his luck. And luckily, I made him into the guy he is today. But all jokes aside, same with Danny, but with Kurtis, I would not have been doing my job here today if it was not for both of them. Kurtis was one of the first people to give me a very consistent editing job. With a couple of his main channel videos, I edited the last 2 episode videos when I had like 1,000, I think I had 800 subscribers when I edited the first episode video I did for him, which was, I think, episode 5. It was the one before the finale. And then I started editing for Kurtis Pogger and then left when I started doing YouTube full time. But I was leaving for vacation and I had to catch up on a few videos, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to finally ask Kurtis if he wants to do a collab. I was pretty nervous about it, and I had no topic to do it on until the night before I had to shoot this collab, where I just typed in some random stuff and somehow came up with a channel that I think is very entertaining. And that video came out 5 months ago, and I think it's pretty funny. Unfortunately, Kurtis and I had a big falling out, and we both hate each other now. So that'll be the end of that friendship. But I just love that video. I freaking love that video. It's a great video. Number 3, we're in the top 3. It's going to have to be the main channel video, Nick Foster, Obsessed with Teenage Girls on TikTok. Another video that I made when I had about 3,000 subscribers. Same with the Nick Foster live thing. Like, this was when I really had no fan base. I was not doing YouTube full time at all. I was just trying to make content and whatever I could. And a friend of mine, Connor McDowell, made a video on Nick Foster, which is a great video. And he told me to make a video on Nick Foster. And I already talked about this in my Nick Foster second channel video, but you should check it out. The video is me just trying to be more clowny than anything. I was just trying to clown on him as much as I could rather than like try to put together some real arguments against him, because I knew that's what he wanted, because he's like some right-wing debate loser who wants to be like, well, actually. So sometimes you just have to make fun of someone and put some funny sound effects on and be goofy. And I was real goofy. That was 9 months ago, man. 9 months ago. Number 2 is another second channel video. I'm really proud that 4 out of the 10 videos on this list are from the second channel. It's crazy that that channel basically became just another main channel for me, and I post there even more than I post on my main channel, and it's just become its own little universe, and I love that. But that video is going to have to be the Mansplain podcast reacted to my video about them, and it is a follow-up to my video I made about the Mansplain podcast, where Big Nick and his goons reacted to my video about them, and they were not happy. And it was another one of those videos that I didn't know whether or not I wanted to make a video on it until I watched the video and realized that the response was so bad and made so little sense that I had to make something on it. I think what happened is that they recorded the video because they thought it would be good, but then realized that they didn't really have any rebuttal to it. But since it was 5 of them, no one wanted to step up and be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't post this. So they decided to post it, and then I made a response to their response to my initial video, and it somehow got more views than the original video. Same thing with the Snowy Joe video. Like this original Snowy Joe video is not even on this list, but the second channel video responding to Snowy Joe's friend responding to my video about Snowy Joe somehow got more views, which makes me wonder, like, I guess it's the fact that people like the beef part of it. It's crazy to me that people will watch a video about me responding to something that they didn't watch originally, but I think that's kind of cool, you know? And the same thing happened here. It was a response to a reaction of another video, and it did so well, and their video was hated on so much because of how bad the response was that they deleted the channel and ended the podcast. And then Big Nick came to me and we talked personally, and he put out a statement about why he's ending the podcast and all that. And it was just a weird experience for me. And I went on to, you know, not be friends, but be like friendly with Big Nick until he started doing all that Astro World stuff, and I just kind of stopped talking to him because I think he's being hurtful to like everyone. So I don't think he's a great creator, or his head's not in the right place, but that's neither here nor there. I think the video and that whole experience was really fun, and I hate watching videos of people arguing about my videos and being like mad that I made a video about something that's pretty universally like stupid. Like everyone can agree that what they said is just dumb, but it's like so frustrating to actually watch it on a stream because you're just like, why are you so dumb? But it makes for good content, and I enjoy the experience at the end of the day. It's like this whole storyline. And that leaves us with the #1 spot on our list, a main channel video, and a video I made when I had 3,000 subscribers, and it is still my most viewed video today with 1.4 million views. That last video I think had 1.1, so those are my two videos that have over 1 million views. I never thought I'd hit that point where I have two videos with over 1 million views. That's insane. But the video I'm talking about is how to be a fragrance influencer with Danny Gonzalez. So I made a TikTok about Danny in November. One day I want to do like a whole story of my whole career or whatever and explain it because people always ask me. But once I started editing for Kurtis talked to Danny about me. And since we both live in Illinois, he reached out to me and we started talking, and then he said he would be down to make a video with me. And it took me weeks and weeks to figure out what I wanted to make a video with him do I want to make a song? I pitched a Minecraft song to him too, and luckily he turned it down. I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously it would have been better to do a commentary video, and that's what we decided to do. And I edited the crap out of that video. It took me so long, and there was even more content that I ended up putting on my Patreon. Maybe I'll post it to this channel one day because the Patreon is ended now. But that video is very special to me. It was very nerve-wracking. It was the first time I ever talked to Danny. I was freaking out. The audio got messed up. He was super nice, very funny. It felt very natural. And, that was at a time where I didn't really know what was going to happen in my life. This was in March. And in my head, I was editing for people, but I was living at home. I just graduated college. I didn't know if I was going to have to get another job. I didn't know if I was going to have to move out and try to figure out my life. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was so unsure of everything. And, not every collab with someone will get you 1 million views, Even with the biggest creators, you're not going to just strike gold and give yourself a career like I have been very lucky and blessed with. But I, put time and effort into this thing that I cared a lot about, and I think it paid off. And, I'm really happy with where all of that single video has led. That video branched out into so many opportunities with me. It branched out into this channel you're watching right now, and my Twitch channel, and my gaming channel, and He Said Us, and being able to interact with you guys, and living in this amazing apartment that I never thought I would have the privilege to live in, with my cat that I never thought I'd have the privilege to own. And it's really humbling to know that I wouldn't have ever been able to do that without Danny and Kurtis and everyone who watches me and every single person that helped me along the way. There's too many to name. I wish I could go through and be like, all these people were the reason why, but there's just so many people that got me to where I am right now, and I cannot thank those people enough. I had to name a few though. I want to thank John McDonald, who gave me a job editing for his Twitch channel when I was not doing anything else. I had just graduated and I was editing 3 videos a week for him, and he gave me a lot of comfort in where I would go. I'm going to put his Twitch channel in the description because he deserves a lot of love, He's a person who helped me so much that I don't know if I'd be here without him. I want to thank my brother, Austin, and obviously my whole family, but Austin is such an inspiration to me, and I don't think that I'd be doing anything. I don't even know in my whole life, he inspired every step of the way when it comes to music, when it comes to videos, when it comes to comedy, when it comes to the creators I watch, even my YouTube videos. He was the first person to ever watch a YouTube video I made, and he's been nothing but supportive the whole entire way, and I can never repay that. Along with that, of course, I have to thank my parents, who, what parent lets their kid live at their house and do YouTube videos after he just graduated and has not found a job yet? And they've always been supportive. They let me go to school for audio engineering, which also doesn't make sense as a career. What am I doing? And they gave me all these freaking chances to make it happen, and I'm happy to say that they agree with me that I have a job now. And I don't want to leave out my little brother Dylan too. He's in the Air Force now. Everyone salute him in the comments down below. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but shout out to him too. Wouldn't be here without him either. And of course, all of my friends from high school and college that helped me along the way. I don't want to name all of them because then I'm going to miss someone and mess up, but I appreciate all of you. I want to give a shout out to my 2 editors that have helped me through this month on this second channel. Of course, you guys all know Ethan is online. I'm going to put his link down in the description. He's got a great channel. And then also Mac Lockridge, who's been helping me out a lot over the holidays while Ethan left. He's doing a great job too, and he's got a great commentary channel as well. I'm going to leave the link in the description down below. Please watch their recent videos and let them know that you liked them. If you did. If you didn't like them, I don't know what to tell you. I never recommended them. I also, of course, have to give big thanks to Isabel, who helps me with literally everything. None of these videos would be coming out if it wasn't for her. I am the most scattered person alive, and she's the only reason that I'm organized at all. Shout out to Isabel. She's the best girlfriend ever. I cannot thank her enough. There's nothing for her to plug, but she is such a great, an amazing human being, deserves all the love. Anyways, this has been a crazy year, the best year of my life, 2021, and I'm hoping 2022 has that much more to experience and, you know, more tears, more blood, more sweat, more grind. That sounds like another Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson rap verse. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great 2021 as well. Let me know what your highlights of the year are in the comments down below, and have a great New Year's Eve. Punch to black. Slow punch to black. Yeah. Okay, end the video now, Ethan. Ethan, end the video. I need to put my arms getting, Ethan, end the video. My arm's getting tired. Yeah, I can't hold it up this much longer. It's shaking now.